Oh, you guys caught me doing a little spring cleaning on account of the fact that you've all finally figured out that I'm not a real Marvel fan. Hi y'all, Snarky J Cosplay here. So a few days ago, I put out a video talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it wasn't so much a review as it was just an opinion piece. In the video, I mentioned that even though I've been a lifelong fan of Marvel, I actually walked out of Ant-Man and the Wasp: QUANTUMANIA. And I thought, this is a really interesting video to put out. It'll be great to just kind of like express my opinion and probably hit up some like-minded folks that happen to be scrolling. And that did happen. I did express my opinion, I did put out a video, and a lot of people actually agreed with me about the quality of Marvel steadily taking like a slow nosedive into the gutter, and a lot of people agreed that it might be time to move on to other franchises, other hobbies, what have you. But what surprised me, besides the sheer number of people that also agreed that it was a terrible movie, was the sheer rage brought upon by people who actually enjoyed it. And this isn't the first time I've made a video like this. I made a video similar to this when I reviewed the book of Boba Fett and had to deal with a bunch of angry basement dwellers with Boba Fetishes. I did a similar video after I reviewed She-Hulk and was called a misogynist, told that I hated myself, and a bunch of other stupid things that I'm not even gonna bother to remember, because that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is that I've actually come to realize that Marvel fans are some of the saltiest people in the world. And this is coming from somebody who loves Marvel and is also regularly salty. Like I said before, the video that inspired this one was just an opinion piece. All I said was it might be time for me personally to move on from Marvel because I feel like a lot of their latest projects have been sort of failures in a critical sense. They might be making money, but so is the Fast and Furious franchise, which I think is another dumpster fire that's gone on for too long.
I don't have friends. I got family.
I'm gonna select just a handful of my favorite kinds of comments because you can actually sort a lot of the angry people in my comment sections into a few similar camps when it comes to their comments. So let's pick apart a few and see what exactly is wrong with the Marvel fans in this community. Here's probably my most boring kind. This comment reads, "You never read a comic, huh? Cool. Glad you left now, so I don't get you all over me when you literally explode because Reed just beat Galactus with the ultimate nullifier, LOL." These are my least favorite comments because honestly, they're kind of boring to respond to. What am I supposed to say to that, really? Prove that I've read a bunch of comics, show you my collection, bring up my cosplays. Like, I went to prom alone and had no friends in high school, so obviously I had to devote my time to something. It's people that in the next few years are gonna have bad knees from jumping to conclusions, but that's gonna be their problem, not mine. The second type of comment I get is usually the kind of person that thinks I'm being ungrateful by expressing an opinion. Comments like that sound a little bit like these. This one is a simplified version. "Just don't go and stop bitching. Stop bitching is a fucking movie." So formulating an opinion is bitching now. But see, some people take it a step further and actually decide to give me something bigger to bite at. Let's get into this one. "Thanks for showing what real Marvel fans don't look like." This guy and I actually did have a spirited discussion, but I think my favorite part of what he said was the following. "Usually being grateful for what you have is a luxury only afforded by those who aren't self-loathing. Cool to see that you live up to your channel name, though it just isn't helping you be a better human. Some just can't be saved." Okay, so let's unpack this. Ant-Man is a literal movie franchise about Paul Rudd riding around on ants while Michael Douglas watches.
Ants! Ants! Ant-Man!
And not liking it makes me a bad human. Okay, this isn't the Bible, guy. It's literally an old comic star from the 90s riding on a CGI ant. We can get it together. I've literally seen comic book heroes turned into babies just for laughs, and a raccoon told a Norse god that he looked like melted ice cream in one of the movies. It's really not that deep, guys. And to spend so much time picking apart a stranger on the internet, you could spend this time getting an oil change, learning a new recipe, downloading Duolingo, and finding ways to insult me in other languages. Aprende algo. That means learn something in Spanish. Now I've taught you something. Bring me something back. Of course, there's always the type of comment that really doesn't add anything to the conversation, and these make me sad because as somebody who really liked English class growing up, one of the big things about discussions was adding something to the conversation, a little zest. But comments like, "You a stupid bitch, the MCU has always been great," saying you're done with the MCU. Yeah, right, LMAO. I don't think calling me a stupid bitch really adds anything to the conversation other than making you look silly. There's also comments that I can only assume are written by 8-year-olds in bad movies. Listen to this little gem. "Screw you if you don't like it, don't be a jerk, I loved it, and I don't care if I'm being a male Karen, also stop trying to act cool, you're not." Wrong you're, first of all. I'm a little bit shocked when I'm told to stop trying to act cool. I'm literally dressed up and sitting in my room. Like, I'm dressed up as Spider-Man, guys. I'm literally wearing a Spider-Man costume. So I'm really just a nerd in her room talking about comic books. I don't see how I'm trying to be cool, but if the boot fits, I'll wear it. And now perhaps my favorite type of comment that I get from angry Marvel fans. And this is a big one. These are the ones that serve only to insult me, but based on things that make 0 sense. And the comments themselves also make no sense. And those are my favorite because at the points where people are pissed off enough to become illogical and not know how to spell, that's where I really thrive. Let's listen to this one from this morning. "As I realized you pee standing, Mr. J. All you trannies have cushy jobs. Hail Santa." I thought Christmas was months ago. See, one thing that I want to give to all the angry Marvel fans and to anybody who's gonna get pissed off about anything, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. When you listen to somebody say something on the internet that you don't agree with, well, you're sitting there and you're getting all red and sweaty and angry because some girl is telling you that she likes Marvel and you know for a fact that she doesn't. And this is just, you're just infuriated because how could she say that anything that Marvel produces is anything but fantastic, and you're just like slowly losing your mind, right? Before you go to fire off a little angry missile on your sticky keyboard, take a breath. Bring it down a couple of levels, because if you leave it up here where you are, you're gonna misspell things. And then what you're gonna do is make a transphobic and nonsensical comment that also doesn't even make sense because you've just said Hail Santa instead of Hail Satan, and now I'm confused. Guys, seriously, I love what I do. And what I do is give my opinion. I watch things, I talk about them, I sit in here. This is my bedroom. This is not a studio. I'm not some media puppet. I'm not looking to influence the uninfluenceable. Like, I'm literally a nerd sitting in a bedroom that is covered in bats and posters just to give my opinion, to maybe talk to people who feel the same way, and if not, just to say how I feel and get it off my chest. All the salty Marvel people, I've been there with you. I've been to the same theaters. I've been to the same showings. I've watched the same movies. We probably have the same old t-shirts. I've got the same Funkos. We are the same. I'm not the enemy here. I'm a person with an opinion. I've not insulted you by saying that I don't like the movie. I mean, unless your mama was on that set filming or writing, don't take it so personally. Find something else to be pissed off about, or better yet, find a hobby. Do anything else with your time, because this is honestly just kind of sad. I will say though that the reach and the comments and the engagement the past couple of days has been absolutely entertaining for me. I mean, as somebody who has like plenty of hobbies as it is definitely so fun arguing with strangers on the internet. But from somebody who calls herself Snarky J, come on, should it really surprise you? And that's all from me. I've been Snarky J. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on why Marvel fans are so damn salty in the comments below.